Hello, this is a short tutorial on how you can write your own prose story on the Whipik app. Yes, you can write not only a chat story but a prose story too. And I'm going to be showing you an example of a prose story that is written on the app so you can see how it's gonna, look like. So this is an example of a prose story written on the app. It has an image at the end. This is how your story is going to look like with that little nice background, which is your story cover. It's just going to be nice. People are going to enjoy writing. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing you do is to click on the writing button in the middle of your screen and then click on new story. Then you add your story title. So I'm actually going to be writing a non-fiction story. This is, for all the writers out there. I'm just helping you out, where to get story ideas from. So this is an example, but this is for your fiction story. You can write whatever you want as your story title, but I'm just using this as an opportunity to show you. So you click on continue. I already had my story copied, so I'm going to paste it. But if you want to write a chat story, you can write a chat story. You can also add chat story elements to your prose work. But I already had this story, I had this written out, so I'm just going to paste it from where I wrote it from. You can do the same thing if you have your story written out somewhere else, maybe a PDF or something. You can write it. So now I'm previewing the story and I realize that I need to actually edit it. So the thing is that you can't just write your story, copy and paste it here. You have to make sure that it's good enough. You have to make sure that your sentences are short. So that means each paragraph should have at least one sentence. It shouldn't be too much, it shouldn't be too bulky because these are chat story readers and, they like short things. So make sure that each line is short. So I'm going to be doing that and then, I won't spare you the details. I'll just edit it now. Okay, so now I've edited it and it's way better. You can see that it's less bulky than it was before. Because this is a non-fiction, it's still a bit more bulky. But for your fiction, please try and make it less bulky. Try and edit it. Make sure that each paragraph has one sentence. That's my recommendation. So I've added images here. There's a whole tutorial on how you can add images. I'm not going to do that here to not waste our time, but please check it out on our page. There's a whole tutorial on how you can add images to your story. So I'm just going to skip that whole process. But I'm adding images and yeah, my story looks okay to me. It looks good enough. I'm just going through it one more time and previewing it, which is very important. So next thing I would do after doing this is I'm going to save and exit it. Then I'll click on add cover and then add my cover image. That's what you can do too. Please try and make your cover interesting. I know, make it nice, make it spicy because readers like a spicy and nice cover. So pick your genre and then write the teaser of your story. You can make it short, you can make it simple. Just make it something that when people see your cover, they will not read your teaser. They'll be like, if I don't read this story, I won't sleep today. So after doing that, you can now convert your story. You click on convert to chat format, or if you want us to review it for you, you can submit for editor review, anyone that floats your boat. So after converting to chat format, this is how it's going to look like. You would see ready to publish, everything looks okay. It's good to go. You can still edit at that point, but then when you actually click on the eye over there, you cannot edit your story the way you were editing it before. So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So you click on review and publish, and this is the tricky part. You're not going to see your story, so you actually have to add a character. The character does not have to be a character in your story. It's just so that your story can show, but don't worry, we are working on it. So I'm going to even be adding gibberish. I'm going to just type any random thing, hot dog, whatever, and make it a main character. So just add a character, a random character, make it your main character. You don't have to use the character. You don't have to. It's just so that your story will show. So now you see my story is showing because I added a character. So I'm going to be adding images, to just spice it up. And you can also edit every line. You can still edit your lines. You can still add things at the end. You can still do all those editing in this just in this format. So I have added the images. I told you I was going to skip that part, and I am now checking it out and it's good to go. Like, it's actually good to go. I like how it looks like. I like how the images are looking like. So once I'm okay with it, I click on publish story and that is it. It's not hard at all. You see that it's not hard. You just have to just add a main character when you want to publish, just so that it will show. And this is how it's going to look like. It's really very easy, simple. So let's check out our story. Although it's not a fiction story, but it's a story nevertheless. So you see, this is how it looks like. So That's it. I'm going to just give a little recommendation, for your chat, for your pro story, and even your chat stories. Try and add images, make it fun. If you have a nice setting and you don't want to describe it, just add the setting. If you have a meme, add it. If you have pictures, add it. It just makes it more interesting. So I can't wait to read all your pro stories and like and comment. Bye.